Hi guys, welcome to this episode of my YouTube channel where I'm going to be talking about episode 148 of the CINDYMITT podcast. So listen up, get a pen and paper and take notes. Okay, so essentially what he asks or what he says is your brand. So the title of the podcast is how to rebrand and attract the right people and success in life. And he says your brand is what people say about you when you're not there. So to define that, ask yourself these 6 questions. 1, who are you for? And then number 2, who are you against? Number 3, what are you against? What do you associate yourself with? Number 4, who do you associate yourself with? Number 5, who do you want to attract? And number 6, what attracts these people? And what you need to do is diagnose it, be honest about where you are, write it down, and then get it out of your head onto paper. So change is key, and shift the energy to intentional about answering about the answers that you want in life. So from my perspective, change is definitely key. The more you vibrate higher, the more you're able to attract the people, opportunities and outcomes that align with who you're being. And then these are my thought bubbles on the actual podcast and what he said, and so let's get into it. So the more you vibrate higher, so vibration, like we all vibrate as humans, and when you're vibrating higher means you're on a higher frequency, attracting more happiness, more wealth, more success in your life. So the more you vibrate higher, the more you're able to attract new people into your life. But attraction is only the first step. Once you attract someone, is whether it's a mentor, a client, a collaborator, you need to study them. So not in a superficial way, but with depth and intention. So what I did when I studied Grant was this is gonna sound absolutely insane, but when I studied Grant, I listened to his podcast. He had like probably 100 episodes back then of content, of like 20-minute content, and I listened to it probably 2-3 times per episode. And then I didn't write notes, I made kind of mental notes on his content and everything that he says. And yeah, so I did that. And then once I studied his body language, I studied his like facial expressions, I studied his like thought processes. I just like watched his content non-stop, not like, you know, but I just watched his content periodically, like throughout whenever I had a chance to. And yeah, then you truly understand them, and then once you understand them, you can too reach out to them. So when he was on Instagram live, I was reaching out to him, just commenting on his you know, having his boxes being washed by someone else and ironed, and just reaching out to them with just memorable funny comments like that. And yeah, that got me where I am today, so it definitely works. But that's like, obviously that's my personality. Like, you can express your personality whether you want to be more professional, be more approachable, but you just need to be memorable. That's the key to be able to attract that one person, because what you write as a first liner is going to be so key in what you in how you show up. Yeah, then once you've done that, you don't even need to directly message them. You can just tag them in a post or tag them in something you want to share, you know. So the goal isn't to get something from them, it's to understand them so deeply that we can offer something of value. Because relationships don't start when you message them, it starts when you understand them. And then also, so just to summarize everything that I've said, so number 1, vibrate higher. Number 2, study with intention. Number 3, start with the interaction. Number 4, build a relationship. Number 5, be hyper specific in what you want to seek. And number 6, number 6, trust that feeling. So yeah, that's my take on Grant Mitt's podcast. I kind of summarize his podcast in like a minute, which his 20-minute podcast in like a minute. So yeah, if you want to book a call with him, go to grantmittconsulting.com to be able to get in contact with him. And I've built my new website as well, www.cindywongmitt.com. That's CINDYWONGMITT.com, and that's my website. So if you're interested in what I do, then you can take a browse. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys. Mwah! Kisses. Bye bye.